The tomb of King Tutankhamun, or King Tut, was discovered on November 26, 1922, by British archaeologist Howard Carter alongside with his workmen. King Tut's tomb was one of the last tombs in the Egyptian Valley of the Kings to be excavated. After World War I, Carter and Lord Carnarvon started an intense search for King Tut's tomb. With Carter was a yellow canary, whom they believed would lead them to the undiscovered tomb. After initially finding the tomb that night, Carter's servants came to him with a few yellow feathers, explaining a cobra killed the canary. The servant begged that the pharaoh's serpent ate the bird because it led us to the hidden tomb. You must not disturb the tomb. Carter did not listen.
These ancient Egyptian tombs hold many riches that are left with the king for his next life. Thus, there will always be people trying to steal such riches. Some royal tombs are protected with hard granite plugs to block the passageway, or false doorways in hidden rooms. It is said that the phrase, "Death shall come on swift to him who disturbs the peace of the king," is engraved on the outside of King Tut's tomb.
Just a few months after the tomb's opening, Lord Carnarvon, at age 57, became sick and died just a few days later. His death was caused by an insect bite that led to infection. The moment death struck him, many recall all the lights throughout Cairo went out. At his home in England, his son reported that his father's favorite dog howled and dropped dead. In 1925, when the mummy of Tutankhamun was unwrapped, they found a wound on his left cheek, the exact same spot as the insect bite on Lord Carnarvon.
By the year 1929, 11 people with a connection to the discovery of the tomb had died young and with unnatural causes. The press followed the deaths, and by 1935 they were claiming that each were a victim of the curse. As true as it may seem, this curse is just a myth. Herbert E. Winlock, director of the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City, looked into this so-called curse himself. He discovered that of the 22 people present at the tomb opening in 1922, only 6 had died by 1934. Of the 22 people at the opening of the sarcophagus in 1924, only 2 people died within the next 10 years. The 10 people at the mummy unwrapping in 1925 all survived at least the next 9 years.
In 2002, Mark Nelson conducted a study to bust this myth once and for all. He found that the average age of those exposed to the curse was 70. He also found that Carter's canary was never eaten by a cobra, but rather given to a friend. This archaeological evidence illustrates one of the reasons why this curse is indeed a myth. In addition, the power outage at the time of Lord Carnarvon's death can be explained by the common occurrence of power outages in 1923 Cairo. Lord Carnarvon was also said to be in poor health even before the opening of the tomb, and death due to infection was common before the invention of antibiotics. Several people have also suggested that the black mold found in the tombs could have blown up into the air when the seal was broken, potentially leading to organ failure and death for those exposed to it, particularly with those already with weakened immune systems.
As you can see, there is no curse on the ancient tomb of King Tutankhamun. It is but a myth that we as curious people love to indulge ourselves in, to the point where we truly begin to believe it.